Hello? Hey, is anybody in there? Hello? Guys, I think I'm stuck inside my computer. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Savage AF, man, forget your feelings. Facts matter. Cheers to you guys. Hope you had a great 4th. I'm pretty sure that was America's last birthday as we know her. But lady, you had a good run, didn't you? Didn't you do it, girl? Um, Listen, we're here. Shang is on the road right now. He's traveling. I myself, I'm gonna hold it down for you guys. It's just gonna be me today. It's just me today, guys. It's a Dro solo. All right. So whether you're over on my Instagram or over on our IG and YouTube and Facebook and all of that. Just thank you for being here, guys. Savage AF, forget your feelings. Facts matter. We're typically here for you guys Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Typically, like not, it doesn't always happen like it's supposed to, but that's why you don't pay me. Um, if you ever miss us live, just know that it's probably your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we miss ourselves live, but like I own that. So if I can own that, then you can own it when you don't catch us. But if you ever miss us, we are on YouTube. All the shows are archived there. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You see it right there. YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World. All one word. When you get there, guys, don't be weird. All right. Don't just stare at stuff. Click, click. Hey. And yeah. Yeah. Maybe we got Jerry Bruckheimer to do that for us. Maybe it was Steven Spielberg. Honestly, I signed an NDA, so I can't tell you, but big money was spent on that. Just to tell you to please click a couple of buttons. Just click the bell to get notified. Subscribe to the show. Share it with your friends, man. And when you see us on things like Facebook, for those of you who have been kicked off of YouTube or whatever, give us this. Just some thumbs up, just approval. You know what I mean? It helps the algorithm because apparently Al Gore doesn't have rhythm. Al Gore's rhythm. Shut up. Hate you guys, man. Y'all are mean. Listen, just so people know, and we're not lying, just to see how huge I am right now. On my IG, we do have some people checking in, and I appreciate y'all. Dove Rudnick, Vietnamese vixen, and some people call themselves vixens. This one, like, go get it. Cammy Williams, Good Humor Wasted. Joe Dallo, very funny, man. Make sure y'all follow Joe Dallo. This guy is hilarious and he puts in that work. All right, guys. Above all else, be it beyond YouTube or Facebook, or there's this little thing called Instagram, which literally makes or breaks comedian comedians' careers by the second. Make sure you follow at Black Pedro on Instagram. All right, at comedian Shang. Just so you know, for those who are new and maybe you just clicked on something by accident. Um, uh, I don't. This isn't some video diary at the end of the world or whatever, where like it's just some guy like, hey, if you're getting this message, it's too late, man. No, like I do a show with another dude. I feel like, oh, there's a lot of wind blowing off of this fan here. Just realized that might be messing with the microphone, huh? Does it sound like I'm inside a barrel? Bro, they running out of hurricane names. Like like I got family in Trinidad, Tobago. Like, bro, I got peeps in Houston. Beryl. I've never heard this fucking name. Beryl. Beryl. Anyways, I hope everybody's safe. That being said, listen. Instagram at Black Pedro at Comedian Shang. Let's get there. We're gonna keep it pushing, guys, because I really don't have much time. I'm by myself. You know, I like to do them quickie when I'm here. You know what I'm saying? By myself, doing my thing. Savage AF, forget your feelings, facts matter. Are we in? Okay, I can say, fuck your feelings, facts matter. This is an adult show about politics, hot topics, current events, and I don't give a fuck kind of style. Shang is not here, so this is. I was saying this is not a video diary, right? This is not. There's usually a dude when I look over here. He's still not there, but on camera it looks like he's right there. And I don't know what that looked like to y'all, but today this is the Dro Solo edition. This is just me by myself. I'm Black Pedro. You see it right here. Follow me on Instagram at Black Pedro. And a shout out to all those on Instagram who are watching right now. Okay, guys, listen. Just a couple of things to talk about. Not much going on, right? It's just the last year of America, so it's pretty benign news. Okay, so I'm going to end today's show with one of our most critical questions, which is typically, and again, we have no journalistic credentials, right? I went to school. I have a degree, a bachelor's degree from a small university in New Jersey. All right. I know some things, don't know everything, never would claim to. But typically, when we ask a question, our most journalistic question, it sounds like motherfuckers say what? You know, it's just a question, guys. Okay, not that critical. But we do ask it. But before we get into that, I do want to talk about one thing, which is what it was my initial and will be my sort of constant reaction to what I will admit was not a great, even I could even call it a debacle of a debate for Joe Biden. And look at me, I'm stumbling over words. That's why I'm not running for president, man. This shit's hard. But in the midst of, a lot of Democrats kind of losing their shit, and really oof, I'm trying to think of the right term. Because back in my day, we would have just used the P word to call it this, but they're chickening out, they're cowarding out. The yellow bellies. A lot of these Democrats are getting yellow bellied on them. I really just want to play this for you guys really quickly, and then we'll talk about it on the back end.
The only jobs he created are for illegal immigrants and bounce back jobs, a bounce back from the COVID. He has not done a good job. He's done a poor job, and inflation's killing our country.
This notion that the only jobs Joe Biden created were so-called bounce back jobs is ridiculous. So let me show it to you as clearly as I know how to do. Before the pandemic, we had over 150 million jobs. The pandemic hit. Obviously, we lost a lot of jobs. We started coming back. And you can see that in June of 2022, so a year and a half into President Biden's term, we basically got back to the pre-pandemic level. So these are, you want to call these bounce back jobs, you can call these bounce back jobs. But here's what happened after June of 2022. We added 6.2 million jobs to this economy. And so these are jobs that were created unambiguously under Joe Biden's watch.
What we did was incredible. We rebuilt the military. We got the largest tax cut in history, the largest regulation cut in history. The reason he's got jobs is because I cut the regulations that gave jobs, but he's putting a lot of those regulations back on.
Donald Trump's tax cut is nowhere near as large, the largest in history. And you can see here some of the largest tax cuts in history, the famous Ronald Reagan tax cut of 1981. President Obama had 2 tax cuts during his watch. This tax cut, which actually was passed in '64, we call it the Kennedy tax cut because he was trying for it. And here's President Trump all the way down here, Donald Trump all the way down here with the TCJA at 0.6% measured against GDP, which is the proper way to measure tax cuts.
He's the one that killed people with the bad water, including hundreds of thousands of people dying. And because of his ridiculous, insane, and very stupid policies, people are coming in and they're killing our citizens at a level that we've never seen. We call it migrant crime. I call it Biden migrant crime.
Let's talk about migrant crime, because this is something most people don't appreciate, which is that the rate of crime committed by both legal immigrants and undocumented immigrants is actually lower than that of U.S.-born citizens. So here is the crime rate for violent crime, a bit over 200 for U.S.-born citizens. It drops down for legal immigrants. And if you're an undocumented immigrant, you actually have one of the lowest crime rates. You see the same trends in property crime and in drug violations. Immigrants who come here, whether they're documented or whether undocumented, commit crimes at a lower rate than native-born Americans. That has been studied many times. This is a Texas study. You can find it anywhere else in the data. Those are the facts.
Maybe this should have been the motherfucker say what. To be honest, I might have mislabeled things. This might have been the motherfucker say what. And this is what I really, really want us to do, right? Is to be able to like understand that these are all these shits that are being spit out by Trump out of his mouth are for your lies only. Stay focused, y'all. Biden has actually done a good job, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to push this on y'all because I see Democrat. We got like 5, 6, a handful of Democratic senators who are like, yeah, we need somebody else. Really? Really? You're just now realizing that Joe Biden is old. That's your problem with Joe Biden right now. Is he's too old? Are you son of a bitching fuck nut crazy? You ass nugget of a dingleberry, hoe nugget, yeti knuckle, dick biscuit. Are you serious? Right now, in this nigga's 81st year of his life, now he's too old. Stop playing, man. Let's stay focused, man. Let's stay focused. Joe Biden stumbled through truth and Donald Trump lied fluently. And that's all. That's all it is. Listen, I'm gonna give you one, just I'm gonna replay one little tidbit from that, just to.
The only jobs he created are for illegal immigrants and bounce back jobs, the bounce back from the COVID. He has not done a good job. He's done a poor job, and inflation's killing our country.
This notion that the only jobs Joe Biden created were so-called bounce-back jobs is ridiculous. So let me show it to you as clearly as I know how to do. Before the pandemic, we had over 150 million jobs. The pandemic hit. Obviously, we lost a lot of jobs. We started coming back. And you can see that in June of 2022, so a year and a half into President Biden's term, we basically got back to the pre-pandemic level. So these are, you want to call these bounce-back jobs, you can call these bounce-back jobs. But here's what happened after June of 2022. We added 6.2 million jobs to this economy. And
also, by the way, man, like, just understand that, the entire Trump economy was a fraud. The tax cuts that he gave created one of the greatest deficits in all. I think the single greatest deficit under one president, one term in the history of the United States debt. So, like, he put more on our tab than anybody else. And you know what it was? Trump steaks. Trump steaks. They were bad from the beginning. He had to sell the meat. It's rancid at this point. But some of you guys are eating it up out there, man. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Understand that whatever problems you have with Joe Biden at that one debate, I just saw the man right now. He's over there at NATO. I'm saying it like it's a place. He's at NATO right now. He just finished his speech at NATO, inside of the NATO arena. Go to NATO.com to. But seriously, no, he, just speaking to world leaders. I heard a stumble. Cool, bro. Whatever. Trump be stumbling and wearing diapers. Joe Biden's still riding bikes. No matter how old he is, if my president can still ride a bike, that's what they should. Joe Biden should just challenge him to a bike off and just watch Donald Trump not be able to get on a bicycle. And that will show you who your president really is and should be. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. All right, guys. So this next one, though, I guess this is why I didn't wait. Was that? Oh, yeah. I think I pulled in the video. Okay. So this is why I really didn't label the first story a motherfucker say what? Because when you hear this next one, what I'm going to close out with y'all over these next 10 minutes, you're going to be like,
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so this is what it is, right? I wore this shirt on purpose. Shout out to Redstone Firearms, only black owned gun dealers in California, as far as I know right now, at least when I met them. But this is your boy. He is the Republican candidate for the governor of North Carolina, which is a state in America. And when you see the video, I don't have to understand. I hope I don't have to explain, I should say, that this nigga.
North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, the Republican nominee for governor, stood on a church pulpit and made a chilling call for violence against those he deemed enemies of Christian America.
You know, it was a time when we used to meet evil on the battlefield, and guess what we did to it? We killed it. Some liberal somewhere is going to say that sounds awful. Too bad. Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing. It's time for somebody to say it. Time to call out those guys in green and go have them handled. with those boys in blue and have them go handle it.
Robinson also emphasized that the Constitution is based on the Word of God. Robinson's previous statements on spiritual warfare have now escalated to explicitly advocating for the killing of perceived enemies, demonstrating the dangerous shift of Christian nationalist support toward real violence. As Mark Robinson seeks to lead North Carolina as governor.
So, yeah. Again, she said it a few times. I don't know if that was an AI voice or whatever, but the boy said it on stage. We've heard him say many. We brought him up here, not on the show, but like, you know, we presented clips where he's you know, he wants to go back to a time when women couldn't vote, and there's a lot going on here. This is a Black Republican. I think in my community where I grew up, we would call him coon cracker, honey biscuit ass nigga. But you know, Sir Dance a Lot, or you know, Monsieur Shufflefoot. I don't know. Throw out some names if you know any. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Cooniverse, or even just what's the motherfucker's name from Guardian of the Galaxy, right? Like the little raccoon nigga, like, you know, Ratchet. Just yeah, this is Ratchet bullshit that coon house Negroes say, not just to get a warm plate on the porch, but apparently a governorship. Again, this man is the leading candidate for, he's the nominee for the Republican Party. Nicole, now why are you going to defame the man when he's not here? Nicole A said this guy is definitely related to Shang. I don't think that's true. I honestly, and that's not what this show is for. Who else is talking out here? I wanna shout you out. Sometimes y'all be having side conversations. Lady Hazel May and Treehead are talking about the fucking citizenship. I don't know what's going on, guys. Pay attention. Listen. There is a Negro that is trying to be the governor of North Carolina who thinks that some people should be killed. And, you know, I ask what in the Tar Heel, but at the same time, as a brother who is, as this shirt says, black and armed, and I'm not talking about these guns. Back up. I'm just like, well, like, really, dog? Like, because he's like, we used to deal with evil. I'm like, well, the evil we, the we that I imagine behind me was talking about cracker-ass crackers. And it sounds like the evil he's talking about is free slaves, right? He's like, they trying to run, boss, and we needs to eat. And, you know, this is one of those where I literally told y'all out here that I have no intention. None of the preparatory materials that I prepared for what might be coming were intended to be prepared upon other black people. But this nigga, like, he's like, some people need to die. I'm like, well, who are those people? Throw your name in the hat. Let's shake it up and see. The fuck, bro? Am I tripping? Let me know if I'm tripping. I'm going to play it one more time for you. Let me know if I'm really, really tripping.
North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, the Republican nominee for governor, stood on a church pulpit and made a chilling call for violence against those he deemed enemies of Christian America.
You know, it was a time when we used to meet evil on the battlefield, and guess what we did to it? We killed it. Some liberal somewhere is going to say that sounds awful. Too bad. Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing. It's time for somebody to say it. Time to call out those guys in green and go have them handle with those boys in blue and have them go handle.
Robinson also emphasized that the Constitution is based on the Word of God.
All right. So yeah, there's the whole and this whole Christian nation thing. I'm going to be in it this week. Trust me. This week I'm in it because you got Josh Hawley coming out, and we're going to talk about that. But the evil on the battlefield, that he's referring to, that's a Civil War reference. And the evil on the battlefield were cracker ass, racist ass Confederates. He's clearly siding with that. When he's asking for the boys in green, which by the way is sexist because there's many ladies in green, and the boys in blue, and there's many ladies in blue. But what he's asking for is for the military and the police, which is the military with an even smaller dick, to come into our cities and kill you niggas. You feel niggas, me, nigga, these are, and nigga, we not, bro, that shit's, who is that nigga on that nag? Oh my God. If you've ever seen Django Unchained, yeah, this dude is, Mark Robinson is, and he's right now lieutenant governor. He's number 2 in charge of North Carolina, running to lead it. And I believe the governor of North Carolina is a Democrat. I think it's one of them weird ass states where they can do that. But yeah, man, he's a he's a private dancer, a dancer for money. And it might not even be for money. It might just strictly be for this evangelical, Christian nationalist movement. And hey, bro, good luck with that. But if you're telling me that I have to live under your Christian rule, man, I believe that everybody should be able to believe whatever they want to believe. But I didn't found this nation, but the European slave-owning cracker-ass crackers who did specifically developed a separation from church and state. And out of the thousands of words that are in our Constitution, none of them include God, Christ, Jesus, Catholicism, religion. This is specifically meant to be a separate church and state. And you got to say state twice because that's what governs. We're not doing a Christian nation. I'm not doing it. So good luck with that, guys. God damn it, Treehead. You always come in with the bullshit, never any good news. She said Oklahoma already succeeded in deleting church and state separation. Well, great. Yes, where I was not moving to this year is fucking Oklahoma. And that's why. It's one of the reasons why this is as south as I will ever get. Southern California. The only so I'm going to do is Cal. I'm not doing so-Bama like South Alabama or Sola, South Louisiana. Hell no. No. I'll swim to Japan before I fuck with y'all. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. That's it for today, guys. That's all I got for you. All right. It's a lot of jolly fucking good news, right? What were the lessons today? Trumpty Dumpty lied the entire debate. Stay off of Biden's performance and let's stick to the lies. Because the jobs are up. Shit is up. America's up. The city's back up. It's a must we outside. Come on, man. And last but not least, there is a real coon-ass nigga who's trying to run North Carolina and is like really tappity tap to tapping dancing. And is calling for the killing of people. Some people need to be killed. Maybe we need to see how willing he is to figure that out. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. It's your boy Black Pedro. This was the Dro Solo edition, guys. I love y'all, man. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm pretty sure Shane will as well. But either way, I'm here for you, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the meantime, in between time, it's only 3 things to remember. If you are still a MAGA Trump supporter at this point in the game, you're either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both.